what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. You're actually in my side yard next to this lovely fallen down old fence or gate, and I'm actually thrilled to have you out here. It is an absolutely beautiful day here on the farm. My grass needs mowing, but that's okay. We'll get to that tomorrow. Listen, in today's video, we're trying a recipe that is a viral recipe. I'm assuming it's viral because it comes across my Facebook and all that stuff several times. And I thought, well, let's give it a try. And so we're going to do that. It's these cream cheese Rotel sausage balls. We're going to try those, and I'll give you my take on them after we're done. We're also going to do some cleaning and so forth. But after we do that, after we go and do the recipe, I want to come back right here and talk to you a little bit about what's coming up on the channel and maybe some fun bonus videos I'm planning on making on occasion. It's not going to be weekly, it's going to be sporadic, but they will be bonuses, which I don't shoot videos or I don't upload videos on Wednesday and Saturday. So if you get this bonus video, it will be on one of those 2 days, but we'll talk about it in just a minute. Let's get to the sausage balls and the cleaning out of the refrigerator. One of my least favorite jobs ever. So hang tight, we'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, today is kind of a lazy Saturday afternoon. I am several things. I'm hungry. I'm wanting snacky type food. I'm wanting savory type food because I made a delicious fruit salad. If you haven't seen that video, I don't know if it's uploaded yet or not, but oh my goodness, it's so good. And so I'm kind of wanting to try a new recipe. So I'm hungry, I'm wanting snacky food, I'm wanting savory food, and I'm wanting to try something new. So I just happened to see a while ago a recipe that I've seen come through Facebook and online. It's come through many times, but I've never tried it. It's the Rotel sausage balls. So that's what we're going to try. I've got my oven preheating to 375. I've got 2 cookie sheets out with parchment paper on it. I just happen to have out my stand mixer from this morning where I whipped up some whipped cream. Haven't put it up yet. So, and I have an extra bowl. So listen, it's a good day to make some sausage balls. Now, my sausage was frozen and I was defrosting it. And I think I cooked it just a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. If there's any like gray color, that's because I cooked it too long in the microwave. Let's see. I'm gonna start with the cream cheese. And I'm gonna whip it up really fast. You're gonna need a thing of cream cheese. I need to check the recipe. I think it's a thing of cream cheese, 1 can of Rotel drained really well, a pound of sausage, 2 cups of cheese, and some bisquick. Let me check the recipe just to make sure I'm right on the amounts, and I'll be right back. Okay, I was right on the amounts. So you want 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese. I would say that room temperature is probably best because you want it to mix up really well. As soon as I get this in here, I'm going to go grab it's an off-brand can of Rotel with green chilies. I'm going to go grab it and drain it. because it says to be sure it's drained really, really good. So let me get you guys turned down here. Ooh, hello. All right, and no need to mess up anything. I have my mixer paddle right here. And I can get off this extra. There we go. All right, let me grab the Rotel, drain it really well, and get the sausage in here and get everything kind of mixed up, and the cheese and the bisquick. I'm gonna put the bisquick in at the very last. All right. So I guess you're wondering why am I, this is kind of gonna be my supper. Bryant's not feeling 100%, and so I'm not gonna cook a big meal for just me, and he don't feel like going out to eat, so I'm just gonna make this. So let's get this in the stand mixer and get this mixing real quick. Plus, we do have some leftovers from last night that if when he gets hungry, he can have something. All right. I want to get this mixing. I'm going to grab us some cheese. I need 2 cups of cheese in here. Going in with the last little bit of our cheese. And I'm going in with about 1.5 cups of bisquick. I think my normal recipe calls for 2 cups, but this one specifically called for 1.5 cups. I'm going to do this over here so I don't, if I spill it, I spill it in there. And then I can kind of eyeball my spillage. There, that may be a little bit more than 1.5 cups, but we should be good. All right, I'm going to mix again until it all comes together and everything is mixed in well. I love using a stand mixer for sausage balls. All right, let's scoop them out. All right, let's scoop these out. Assuming these are going to be quite a bit more moist than your traditional sausage balls. I mean, it makes sense because I'm using less bisquick and wetter ingredients. And I'm going to come back and kind of take my hand and roll these pretty good in just a minute. All right, I'm going to keep doing this. I'll bring you back, and they do bake a little bit longer. I think my traditional ones bake about 18 to 20 minutes. These said about 25 minutes. So I'm anxious to see how they turn out. I don't know. I know we like the sausage dip that is cream cheese, Rotel, and sausage. So I can't imagine that these would be bad. I may need to go down, make them a little bit smaller. But we'll see. All right, I'm going to show you how well, because they are very moist. So let's see how well I get to ball them out as far as roll them. Pretty good. They are definitely more moist. But I guess if you can get them in a prettier ball, you want to. All right, so my oven is not preheated yet, so I'm just going to keep balling these out. And I just feel like I need to add maybe a tad bit more bisquick in there, because it actually called for less bisquick and more wet ingredients. So I don't know, I just can't get it to make sense to my head. So I think I'm gonna still do these and fix these right here. But I think in the rest of them, I'm going to add, there's a little piece of that cooked sausage. I'm gonna add a little bit more bisquick, and we'll just try them. So, okay, as soon as my oven preheats, this will go in, and I'm going to add a little bit more bisquick to this, and we'll try those. All right, everyone, so here's what kind of went down. This pan right here was the original, what the recipe called for, the 1.5 bisquick, the 2 cups of cheese, and I had done the big scoop on these. Well, I didn't like the big scoop, so I came back and kind of divided them up. I did not do anything else to the recipe other than divide the balls out a little bit more. So this is the original recipe right here. I did take what was left of the batter over there, and I added maybe another 1/2 cup of bisquick and another 1/2 cup of cheese. So I did add a little bit more bisquick and cheese, and I really, as far as feel goes, prefer this texture. But we'll see. We may like these better. So I'm going to see. My oven is preheated. I'm going to go in. We'll go in with this first batch. And we'll see how it goes. Actually, I'll go in with 2 batches. Since I've got a convection oven, I'm going to go in with 2. And about halfway through, I'll come and alternate which rack they're on. So, okay, we're going to set a timer for 25 minutes. And I will see you back in just a little bit. All right, so I have here 2 of the sausage balls. They look delicious. This one right here is the original recipe, and this is the one where I tweaked it by adding just a little bit more bisquick and a little bit more cheese. I did end up baking mine 30 minutes instead of 25 because I know it's going to be more moist than what I'm used to, and I don't want to think I'm biting into raw sausage. So anyway, here's the original recipe when we're going to try it first. Delicious. Absolutely delicious, but very, very, very moist. But very delicious. All right, so here is the one I tweaked just a little bit. I've got tomato skin in my teeth. Hang on. Very, very delicious. I think this is more of the texture just because it's a little bit closer to what I consider a sausage ball. But not much difference at all. Either one of them is delicious. So, I'm going to get me a few of these to eat. I've put the last batch in. And then we'll get on with the rest of the video in just a minute. But I'm going to enjoy some of these real quick. Y'all, I dread so much cleaning out this refrigerator. I dread it so bad. I dread it for one because I find things that I've had in here. Oh, let me cut the water off. I find things in here that I forgot I had, and then they've probably gone bad and I have to throw them out. And that always makes me super sad. But if I can make a suggestion to you guys, if you're in the market for a refrigerator, don't get the narrow top to bottom side by side. Or at least, let me just say, that doesn't work for me. I liked having 2-door refrigerator and then the freezer on the bottom. Or even the freezer on the top. But this little narrow does not work for me at all. Ta-da! I guess you can tell I need to get some groceries. Yes, yes, yes. Everything is pretty much, with the exception of my buttermilk, in date. And everything's good to go. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about is I am wanting to kind of unplug somewhat on maybe one day a week and just keep it super simple. Maybe watch the weather first thing as I get up, then the TV goes off and not to be turned back on for 24 hours. Although, you know, in fact, I could actually forgo watching the news, except farmers need to know the weather. So we have to kind of watch the weather. But I mean, I can look that up on my phone, but that's the main thing I want to unplug from is my phone. Now, I will have to have my phone with me because I'm going to film these days. And two, being a pastor's wife and a grandmother and a mother, I may be needed. However, I will talk to my family the day before. Whatever day I choose to do this, I will talk to them the day before and say, listen, I'm pretty much unplugged. So unless it's an emergency, don't call. I want to spend some time with the Lord, and I wanted to do it out in His creation. We have some glorious trails around here, and so I thought about doing those. But first, we have several acres here, and I have shared with you some of our cow pastures where we go check the cows. I've shared with you the part of the farm where the chicken houses are at. But there's several acres here that I've never carried you guys on. In fact, this overgrown mess behind me is actually quite beautiful. We do need to do some clearing out in here, or cleaning out of some, you know, shrubs and the little small growth that's taken place. But there's actually a beautiful, beautiful creek down here. It is absolutely stunning and beautiful. There's also several acres that I haven't carried you on. And to be honest, we have some new purchases, not new, but within the last, I don't know, 3 years maybe, purchases that I actually have never been on that join our farm. So there's several beautiful places on this farm that I have never carried you to, and places I have actually never explored myself. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to do these videos. Like I said, they would be very sporadic. They would be, and maybe I could give you a heads up before they're coming out in case you wanted to unplug and just watch my video and do it with me. I don't know, but we're going to just take the chance to do these videos. I want them to be very peaceful. Much like that. If the birds are singing, I don't want to do much talking. I want to let you hear the birds sing. I want you to hear the lawnmower in the background. I want to show you and take the camera and point to things that are absolutely beautiful and stunning and share them with you. So this is a video that is not meant to necessarily entertain, but to calm and to bring a time. I mean, I'll definitely be doing some talking. This is me you're talking about. How can Leslie go without talking? I mean, it's just impossible. But I do want a more peaceful, a more soft, a more laid back video than my other ones. And like I said, these will be absolutely different from anything else, and they will be done just as bonus videos as I get the chance to unplug and do them. That's not often. My goal is once a week, but I'm not naive to think that it may only be once a month.
just because of our life and the things that come up. I know this summer I may have some children. And so, yeah. So I don't know how often these days are going to happen, but hopefully they will get to happen more than I think they will. And I just want to share them with you. So if you're here for it, good. If not, just remember, it's just a bonus video. It's not going to take the place of any of my other videos. It's just one. If you don't like that kind of content, you can just skip over it. But we have some beautiful things to share with you, like these trees that I'm standing under. This is a very old oak that I'm actually standing under right now. I don't know how much longer it's going to be here. I can see that it's worn and torn. And we lost a beautiful, in fact, I see a limb right now that's just hanging by a thread. So I'm hoping no strong wind happens while I'm standing under it. But it is absolutely gorgeous. And we had a beautiful oak in the front yard that was struck by lightning, and we lost it. And so yeah, there's beauty all around that I miss, because a lot of times my nose is stuck in a phone or on TV or a computer, a laptop. I don't want to get to the end of my life and realize that I have missed so much of God's beauty. Now, I do know when I get to the end of my life, this beauty down here is nothing compared to what we're going to experience. But I want to take it all in while I'm alive and well. So, all right, I'm going to let you go. I just want to let you know what's coming up, that these will be, like I said, very, very sporadic, nothing scheduled or anything. And they will be a bonus video. They will not take the place of any of my other ones. So, all right, I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for joining us. Love you guys, and I appreciate you. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, oh, I never told you what I thought about the sausage balls. The sausage balls, I'll probably just stick to my traditional sausage balls. These were really good. I did not enjoy rolling them out. And to me, the difference wasn't, I just will stick to my regular pound of sausage, 2 cups of bisquick, 2 cups of cheese, or whatever cheese I use, and maybe a splash of milk. I'll just stick to that recipe. This was good. Don't get me wrong, it was good. In fact, I think I ate them all. Not in one setting, of course, but over a period of days, I did eat them all. And so they were good, don't get me wrong, but I think I'll just stick to my regular one because I don't mind rolling my regular ones out. Okay, so thank you guys again for joining us. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.